Morning, everybody. My name is Logan, and we're gonna play some more Satisfactory. Had a lot of fun last time for about 90 minutes, just going through the very early game, and we're gonna continue more of this. As the title and thumbnail indicates, the goal is going to be to build some foundations. I want to start organizing and ordering things. So let's load into my save called Astro Heavy Industries, and let's get into it. Here we go. All right, so I think I was gonna... Yeah, I need to start rebuilding some of my metal manufacturing, and I want to build them on foundations. These are only impure nodes, and I want to get these going on some better nodes here. This is limestone? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll just have that limestone. Okay, so I think the first thing to establish is what is the key ingredient for foundations? Okay. So we're going to need limestone and we're going to need metal plates. Seems like I've got enough of both to sort of get going. And if I recall, I was just kind of letting these lines run out. Yeah? So I'm going to let these lines run out. My rods and plates. There's my power manufacturing, my hub. I think I want to reposition some of this stuff. I don't really like where it is, but those are problems we're going to solve soon. So I think what I want to do first is I want to take this one down. Can I put a foundation on top of it? Snap it to the world grid. And then place... Can I place the mining machine atop the foundation? I can, okay. So so I'm gonna snap this to the world grid. It's gonna put out the resource that way. Excellent. And then I used a 4-meter foundation. No, you know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna be a little autistic here. I want to put the mining machine in a way where I can orient it straight. And I can send it out straight. So let's do that. And then what I want to do, I want to build this as a manifold setup. So I think what I'm going to do is here. I want to hotkey the 4-meter foundation. I'm going to be using it a lot. So let's hotkey that onto 5. There we go. Excellent. And then I can zoop. No, hold on. It's fine. I'm just getting my satisfactory legs again. Forgot how to zoop. Yeah, R. So I'll zoop this out a little bit. I'll zoop this out 4. And then I'll add to this. I'll give myself 5 foundations out. Because ultimately, these are going to be built out into a manifold. So if I want to turn this into plate production, let's do the math. If I want to turn this into plate production, so this is going to produce 30, and then for smelter, just put one down here for fun. Smelter, okay, so we've got 1-to-1. So smelter makes 30, And then for the constructor part of the chain... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check something. Here, yeah, that's fine. And then for the constructor part of the chain, what do we need? How many ingots do we need per constructor to make plates? 20. So least common multiple of 30 and 20. So if we wanted to make those meet, let's make 60 plates. So if we wanted to make 60 plates, I need 30 times 3. So we're going to have 3 smelters. Well, I can't really make 60 plates unless... Well, I can make 60 plates. Hold on. Once this line runs down, I can merge the outputs of that onto one manifold once this line runs down. And this line has run down completely. I'm just waiting. I'm pretty much waiting for it to exhaust its ingots, and it has. It's pushing the last of it out. It's got 65. So once that runs down, which it will, I can merge these two outputs. Yeah, I can merge these two outputs into one. So if we're going to factory floor this thing and we're going to plan it, what I should do is I can take this down. That doesn't matter. I can put that on a 4-meter foundation. So let's do this. Let's snap it to the grid. And let's snap it back here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then, oh, weird. Oh, because it is on... Oh, I'm out of fuel. Okay. Okay. You got to address the power problem. Hold on, folks. Hold on. It shouldn't be a current issue. It's probably... Yep, one of my burners is out of fuel. So I will refill the burners. I've got 145 biomass. I've got 132 on me. Let's sort this to make it orderly. I've got 200. Okay, I need to craft more biomass, so let's do that. Let's craft up all the biomass I've got on me, then we'll put 200 in each. Yeah, this will be plenty. This will be plenty of biomass. I'll load up 200 in each, and then I'll put the excess in the container. Full stack for you. Full stack for you. Sort this. Have we really only got... We really only have 2 burners, yeah? 2, like, standalone burners? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay. Yeah. That's everything. Alright, just gonna live again. Alright. Grid's back on, machines are pumping. Alright, I'm trying to, like, even out the ground here. And I don't really think it's going to, but I shouldn't worry about that. Like, I'm thinking of this the wrong way. I should set the foundation, and I should set the foundation relative to this one. Yeah. Yeah, relative to this one, and that'll give me the grade I need. See, yeah, there we go. Then I can factory floor this thing. then I can set this foundation straight back over that. Yep, that's exactly what I want. And then I've got a neat foundation. Those power poles are clipping through, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just need to put the miner. I just need to put the miner where it sits. Yep. So if I merge the output of the two miners, I can have 60 going into smelters. This pole may interfere with belts, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So if I'm gonna, so the best space for this smelting manifold, the best space to merge it into is probably right here where I'm standing. Yeah, right here where I'm standing. Just about. Yeah, so let's do that. So this is going to be logistics, and for this, I need a merger. And I want to send the product out this way. This is not going to be pretty, but it's going to work. So I want that going there. That going there. And what's our limit on belts on belt number 1? Okay, so 60. So this throughput is maxed already. Because we'll have 30 and 30. And then what can I do in terms of smelters? One smelter is what? 15? I don't remember. One smelter is 30. Okay. So I can split this into 2 then. So I'll make a winged manifold. It'll only be a 2-stack manifold, but I'll make it winged. Cuz then that way it's scalable, and I'll make it nice and snug. I'll snap these across from each other. Get it kind of to the edge of the foundation. What am I? I'm missing wire? Come on now. How could I be missing wire? It's going to be a lot of this. It's going to be a lot of running to fetch copper. That's the early game for you. But our power is doing splendid, and we've got some headroom to build. And the fuel's going to be cranking. I want to make plates here. And then there were some normal nodes. Those are impure, so it's fine to make some plates with the impure. I'll go over here, I'll fetch a couple stacks of wire. How's our wire production doing over here? Oh, swimmingly. We've already got a full stack. We've already got 500. Okay. So that's doing great. So I'll make a manifold system. This will be my plate production. And then I want basic rod production on... I think there's another vein or 2 over here I could do, and then I'll make basic rod production. Then I'll head over to the normal veins, because I'll get 60 out of each on normal ore veins, and then that's where I'll make my screws. That's because screw production would require greater throughput if I want to make if I want to produce a decent amount of product in a reasonable amount of time. Because it's all about throughput. Oh yeah, this is fucked. Okay. Okay, so cool. So I can take this down. So this line has almost run out. That's exactly what I want to do. I'm gonna let it run through the rest of the rods that it wants to produce, and then those are just going to be rods, I guess. or I can transport those rods with the belt somewhere else. But I want to make this a manifold. I'm gonna do kind of like a winged configuration. So that's gonna merge there. That's gonna send there. And this is not pretty at all, but we don't have the logistical equipment to make it pretty. So if I did that, then what I want to do is if I'm right, I want to split this here. Okay, I did not leave enough space. Of course I didn't. That's kind of the rule of logistics that I'm breaking, is you should think about the space you need to build something and then double it. That's what they say in like a lot of engineering circles. So think about the space you potentially need and then double it. So that's going to go there. This is going to go there. And again, this is all going to get rebuilt. So like I'm not going to get too attached to this. So now our inputs are going to go in there. They're going to split in either direction. That's going to be 30 and 30. That's going to be 30 and 30. So that's going to split into an outer manifold. All right, so that's 30 and 30. And then for plates, what can I... All right, so now we're ready for the construction phase. So this needs 30, produces 20. Yeah, so I can do 2. I can do 2. So actually, the best thing for me to do now is to just hook them around and have the output land here, respectively, for each one. Because again, this is going to get rebuilt. All of this is. It's all incremental progress. So I'll go here. And here. And these are just going to churn basic materials for a while. And then I need one more row of foundations. Okay, and I'm still in zoop mode. So I can zoop this. I'm going to let these poles clip through. I don't particularly care. And then I'll make storage bins for the remainder. Okay, so I need one more row of foundation if I'm going to do this. You know what? I should hotkey the storage container. I'll hotkey that to 6. No, actually, I'm thinking about this the wrong way. I can merge this manifold into one and have the storage container like here where I'm standing. That's slightly more efficient. That's it. That's actually what I should do. I should put a merger there. Because that'll be 60. I won't exceed my max throughput for the conveyors, and then all I need to do is snap belts out to the sides. So that's going to be output. That's going to be output. Okay, so this is going to be output. So now all I have to do is get all this stuff plugged in. I'm just going to power pole here. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. What? I'm already maxed out? Okay. Grab that. None of this is going to look pretty, but it's going to work. Technically. Alright, smelters, or miners are on. Those are mining. They're mathematically balanced, so now I need this to smelt iron. I need this to smelt iron. And I need this to make plates. And I need this to make plates. Okay. We've stabilized our plate production. And actually, if I want to move the metal plates that I've made, which I think they're here. No, these are rods. Okay. Do I have space for all these rods? Yeah, I do. So I'll just break this down. Break that down. Okay. So I've stabilized plate production. Plate production is cranking right now. It's good. That's wonderful. I should build a ramp, actually. I should build a ramp up. There we go. Why are these in the yellow? Oh, because I didn't... Oh, I didn't hook up the line to the smelters. I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. That's where you find hiccups. And then that's splitting 30 and 30. Those are going to kick on, spin up. And we won't really need to wait for this manifold to spool up because it's only splitting to 2. And these will even out eventually. These will be 1 and 1 eventually. And I won't have any production hiccups. So I've stabilized plates. Rods can come next. So this is plate production over here. So I'll just let these churn. We've got our first few coming. Oh yes, this is plate production. Let's find some more. I wanna have a another low yield vein, or maybe a couple, to make rods. I gotta make rods. I'll keep this limestone churning. No reason not to. I'll grab some more. Because I need it for foundations. It's the purity of this. These are normal. These are 1, 2, 3 normal. So this is going to be screw production, I think. Screw production. And then the excess, what I want to do is I'll have one side be screws and one side be rods. And then I can send the excess rods to a bin, I guess. These can be screw production. But I think I'm going to need more reinforced plates to make constructors. I think I'm pretty low on reinforced plates right now, so I will make some. So that's fine. I've got cables clipping through everything. Okay. Oof. Damaged myself. Okay. So I need more reinforced plates. Let's make some. I can't wait till I unlock the MAM. Yeah, let's make some reinforced plates. I think I can. No, I can't. What am I missing? I'm missing screws. Oh, I can make a ton of screws. Yeah. I want to make about 10 or 12 reinforced plates. Because that's like 5 or 6 constructors. And then once I stabilize screws, then I can step up to automating Automating reinforced plates. Automating reinforced plates is kind of like your first big chore in the early game. And then modular frames are just an extension of that. And then heavy modular frames are an extension of that. So it's kind of like, it's like incremental pain points that you can alleviate. Okay. And really the only way I have of finding my way around is pinging ore, unfortunately. Is this production stable? Yeah. This is 100. Yep. So the smelting is 100% and is production 100%? Yeah. Okay, so this line is stable. This line is perfectly stable at the moment. We're making 60 plates per minute. No, we're making 40 plates per minute, which is pretty good. I'd like to make 60, but we don't have the belts for it. I had a bin full of plates, but I forgot where it is. It might actually be below us. I had a bin full of plates. I'll find it eventually. But I guess this will be another bin full of plates here. All right, let's stabilize rods. So we need iron ore. Yes, there's that and that. So I'm gonna go to these iron deposits. I want one of these, yeah, because I think there are three normal veins here. And I think I want, there are 3 or 4. There's 3. There's 3 in this cluster. Yeah. So I think I want one of these for rods and then 2 of these just for screws. So let's start with some 4-meter foundations snapped to the world grid. And we're in zoop mode. So I'll do that 3 across. I've got plenty of plates and concrete, thankfully. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 5 across should do it. Can we go one more back and be flush with this cliffside? Yes, we can. So actually, I can pave over this. Yeah, I can pave over this. And this right here will be the factory floor, essentially. I can pave over all these rocks. And then what'll these give us? I think these normal nodes give us 60. So 60 means what? 4 smelters per? 4 smelters per output? Oh, I zooped, but I didn't lay foundation. My mistake. This is gonna be pretty slow going at the outset because I can't really jump. But life finds a way. I need to get on top again. Here, I can build a ramp. I'll pave over the rest of this, and then I'll build a ramp. There we go. Yeah. I need a ramp to get on. I can't even get on. Okay, ramp, 4 meters. I'll build it back here. I feel like if I build forward, I'm gonna disrupt where a lot of the machines will go. Yeah, so I can zoop out to there. Find your space and then double it. That's the rule. This is probably way more than I need, but we don't waste. I can always redeem these materials for something else if I need to. Okay. Okay. So now I lay down my miners. Do I even have enough? Okay, I only have 2. Not placed on a resource node. There's a resource node here. Is there not? I thought there was one here. Where did I paved over too much. Okay. So resource nodes are like there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now I see them. I got a little too ambitious. Now. Let's see. I need my foundation. I need a ramp. I should have put in the miners first. That's what I should have done. Yeah, because there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there's my nodes. I only have 2, but let's lay down 2 just to get them down, and then I'll have to go to the workshop and build more. It's a resource node right there. What are you talking? What are you talking? Okay, there we go. So it'll let me build there. Oh, there, and there. Oh, okay. So I think I need to go 1 foundation further back. Because of how foundations work with these things, they're a little finicky. That's 1. I should be able to fit 2nd. I'm just gonna zoop. 1 more back. That'll probably help. Oh, come on. Unless I can swallow my pride and... No, it doesn't like that. Yeah, so there's the node right there. Alright, so I know that it would be on top of this foundation. This foundation right here. These 2 that I just placed, it'd be on top of these 2 right here. No, okay. New plan. It's gonna look a little sloppy. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raw dog these mining placements here. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll lift them up or I'll belt them up. Yeah, okay, so I need to take out 1 foundation. Unless I want this to clip, yeah? Take out 2 foundations. Okay. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll use lifts. I'll use lifts to make these neat. I'm overthinking this entire thing. Push that way and that way. There was a 3rd one here, yeah? There definitely was. Yeah. Right over there. Okay. That one turned into like a wall. Where's the 3rd one? I want to see the ping. Alright, I'm standing on top of it. Yep, I'm confused. It's right here. I'm confusing myself. I'm like overthinking hiding these, and I shouldn't be. I should just brute force build. Focus on production. So here's what I'm thinking. These two will build my screws. Like these two will ultimately build screws. And then this one that kind of stands alone back here I'll build like a linear system to build rods. Just rods. So I'll probably do the rods first. But I need another portable miner with which to build. Okay. And you know what? I'm probably going to need more of this. I'll take that to fill that in. I'll put 17 back. And how am I doing on plates? Pretty low. We'll do that. I just want 2 stacks. Oh, and you know what? I can get rid of my excess ingots by doing that. Okay, perfect. Anything you can do to save inventory space is awesome. Okay. I placed an equipment workshop, didn't I? I must... No, I deleted it. I can just place another one. Not a big deal. I can make 197. I want to make, I'll make 10 total. I'll have 10 on me. I don't know what the stack size is. I think it's 10. Or maybe 50. I don't know. But I'll make 10 total. Just so I don't get caught without a mining machine on me. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to raw dog these ore veins over here. Only thing I can do. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna raw dog these things and then like belt the resources up are the best bets. So this is production, mining. Okay. Because I still want to lift them up to the 4-meter foundation, but that's... I can do that with lifts. What am I talking about? Okay. So the miners are in place. And then I want my 4-meter foundations kind of around them. And then I do have lifts. So I'll probably lift... I'll lift the stuff up. And then I need foundation. I need 4-meter ramp. Because I don't have the jumping braces. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do... Okay, so where am I? So these are going to be... That's going to be rods. So let's work on that. And I need this creature to get out of my way. Alright, so for rods, let's go to the end of the chain first, and let's figure it out. So for rods, I would need what? What would I need for rods? For rods, 15 per minute. Each constructor is going to make 60. So I can make 4 constructors. Okay. 15 per minute. So I need two smelters and 4 constructors. 2 smelters going into 4 constructors. I can do that. I can do that. I am going to need to reposition this power pole. So all that shit's gonna lose power. My entire line is gonna lose power out here, but that's fine. I gotta zoop some more foundation out. So I need 2 smelters going into 4 constructors making rods. So zoop this. And then probably 1 more foundation for now, yeah. One more foundation length out. And then, yeah, that's gonna go. So I need 2 smelters about there. So let's make a lift. Let's do the logistics on this. I can do a conveyor lift Mark 1. It's gonna go there. That's as low as it can go. Okay. And then I want to make a. And then I want to split into 2 smelters. So I can only. I'll do 1 row. I'll do manifold. I love manifolds. So I want this here. This here. Did I leave enough space for a splitter? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So actually what I should do is I should line up the splitter first. I think this is right. I'm just gonna say it is. As long as the belt connects, we're good. I don't care. That's actually like fairly straight. Okay, so that's gonna split into 2. I'm gonna have a smelter on each side. Oh, I put this one backwards, because of course I did. Orange is input. Drifted. Okay. Okay, so hit this. Yeah, I put these backwards, because I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna make 30 and 30. So I'm gonna have 60. Each is 15. So I'm gonna merge this. I'm gonna merge these into a constructor line of 4 machines, and then I'm gonna merge that. So I need to go 1 more foundation out on this side. Will give me enough space to do so. Oh. I paved over my ramp. And then I'll make another ramp again, just so I can get up here. And then, yeah, so I need... So these 2 are going to go into 4 constructors. Hello, Matthew. Use a power pole on a power line. You can reposition it without losing power. Yes. Yes. I was aware of that, and I should have done that to begin with. But I want to like redo the power lines when I'm done with this layout here. So I'm gonna merge these into 1 line, and then I need 4 constructors. Golly, I didn't leave enough foundation. Not for this one. Or maybe I did. I don't know. But I want 4 constructors. I could do 4 constructors, 2 on each side. And I think I'll still be okay with throughput. So actually, hold on. Let's handle this merge first. So I need to put a merger here. This is a really sloppy build too. I want to put a merger here, right? And I want to send the product down that away. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I can do that. Because what I can do is I can swing this belt around like this. Let's change it so it's nice and neat. Yeah, that looks good. And then I can do the same in the other direction. Relaxing to watch. Good. Thank you for coming to the stream. I was hoping it would be. I usually stream like different sorts of games, but I love Satisfactory. I usually play Satisfactory like for me. But I figure why not? It's a Sunday morning. It's pretty early. Why not stream it? Okay. Fuck. I need to zoop more foundation. Did I screw myself? No. No, I didn't. I can make this work. I can make this work. I think what I'll have to do is hold up. Okay, so I've got 60 coming down this line. I can put them out. I can put them out in this direction. And I can do a manifold. Yeah, because this rock is fucking me up here. I can do a manifold. No, I can do a manifold in this direction, actually. Yeah. I can do a manifold in that direction, and that'll work. I can just build the manifold out that way. Yeah. Yep. Because I don't want to get it. I don't want to get in the way of my other production lines, but I can zoop out a few foundations this way. Yeah. Got it. So I can zoop out a few foundations that way. Oh, am I going to pave over my ramp again? Yes. No ramp is safe. And all this is going to get rebuilt on the next phase, by the way. But I can build my manifold system this way. And I need 4 machines. So what I can do is I can go bump, 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 bump. Yeah, I can do 4 like pretty close together, I think, if I'm right. Okay, yeah, because that's the smelting part. So then I just need 4 constructors. Do I have the plates for 4 constructors? I do. Yeah, because I planned ahead. So I can do... It's going to be tight, but I can zoop 1 more foundation, I think. 1 more foundation out that way without worrying too much. Oh yeah, I'm going to need more space. Unless none of this matters and I do it vertically. Yeah. Sure. What if instead of putting these wings like that, I put them in the air? What if I use lifts to get around that logistical problem? What if I do this instead? What if I do this and this? Merge them in the sky. Yep. I can put a merger right here. Still. Yeah, I can put a merger right here. Send the product that way. And then I can do lift here. Input going that way. Lift. Yeah, this will just fit. I have a clipping issue on that side, but as long as it connects, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm clipping the fuck out of these. And then this sends here, and then the belts don't get in the way of my lines. Yeah. This output is here, and then I can still do what I need to do. It's a little bit more efficient. So I want to snap this constructor. Okay, I'm out of fuel. That's got to be a fuel issue, not a current issue. I'll address that in a second. Bump, 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 bump. And then I want to do splitters. Yeah, splitters, and then merge them into one, yeah? So input's coming that way. That's going to split. Input comes that way again. Splits. There, 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 there. And it all plugs into this. Now all I need to do is merge the outputs. I can do that vertically. I can do that vertically, can't I? And I can merge the outputs here. So let's say I want to have my endpoint here, right? Let's say I want to have my endpoint here. And let's say yeah. What if you know what? I'm gonna hotkey lifts because I'm falling in love with lifts. So let's hotkey those to 7. What if I do this? I'm gonna see if this works. What if I do this? Instead of worrying about having belts on the ground, I'll just do them all in the sky. I'll put up lifts and then I'll merge there with lifts. Is this walkable? No, this is not walkable whatsoever. But I guess it doesn't need to be. We're so early game, I'm not really concerned with these builds being like walkable, because I won't need to maintain them. These are not permanent fixtures. These are all going to get torn down and rebuilt. I don't care. So we send them all that way, right? So this is... So that's origin. Origin. I need a merger here. Yes. Yes. Okay. That'll work. So I need a merger there. Merger there. And then I need to merge again here with a lift. So that's hotkey 7. And then I can feed both of those mergers into there. Yeah? Yes! Yes! We're cooking now. Okay. 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 I got it. 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 Oh no. Oh no. What happened here? Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. This'll work. It's kind of a boondoggle, but it'll work. Yep. So that merges that way. Sure, sure. That's fine. That's fine. That'll work. Cool. All right. That merges that way. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, yeah. I forgot when you put a merger on a lift, the lift apparatus occupies one of the sides, but it doesn't really matter. So this is all configured theoretically, right? So I've got, so let's walk the line and figure it out. Work this. Okay, so 60 out. 60 out. 60 out, that's raw 60. This is 30 and 30, split there. Boom, boom. 30, 30. So 30 out. 30 out into there. 30 out into there. So this is 60 down this line. And if we're making rods, it's going to be each 15 times 4. So then that's balanced. So then we have a product of 60 rods being merged. Okay. So that makes our max throughput right there. This is a balanced factory. But we've got two problems. I've got to connect. So two things I got to do right now. I've got to connect this power line to the rest because I disconnected it. We lost power to the whole thing and we're out of fuel. So, and I need to plug all this stuff in. I need to plug all this stuff into the grid to begin with. And it's like this weird complex thing. So I'll place one here. I'll place one. I'm out of cable? How am I out of cable? All right. One thing at a time. One thing at a time, yeah. I'm going to go over to the fuel. And I'm going to go over to the, where the power lives. And I'll sort that out. That's over by the hub. I'm going to go over where the power lives. And do that. That's priority 1. And then I can go over to my copper production operation. Grab some wire with which to make cable. I'm going to automate cable next as well. All right, which one of you ran out of fuel? Which one ran out of fuel? You. So this is biomass. Okay, so that's in. Interesting. That one ran out of fuel. Yeah, and blew a fuse. Yeah, so it was that one. Pretty simple diagnosis. I'm how much stored biomass do I have? 0. Gonna make some more biomass, top off what I can. Okay, so you're topped off. You had nothing. Wow. Oh, so both of those generators ran out of fuel. That's interesting. And that has 67. I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need more fuel soon. Yeah. I'm gonna gather fuel. At least I need to plug that operation in. But that's not gonna do any good if I don't have enough fuel to run it. I should get 200 or 300 worth of biomass. We'll have chainsaws soon. And then once the rods are spun up, I'm going to have to make screws. Which, screws are a pain. If you're not familiar with screws, I think they tend to filter some people out. The monotony of making screws. Look at that! Look at how much more advanced this already is. Look at that, dudes. Oh my goodness. Okay. I hurt myself. Okay. I gotta plug this stuff in. I really do. I can't wait till I can paint my power lines a different color. Are those cranking? No. No, they're in the red. They're unpowered. Okay. So this is actually not hooked up to the grid yet. Oh, you know why? Because I was out of cable. I am losing focus here. I'm out of cable. I can't connect those to the grid until I have more cable. It's a problem. And for cable, I need wire, and my wire production is this way. Into the forest, because that's where the copper lives. Do I have copper on me to make cable? I might. Let's see. I can make some ingots. Actually, yeah, I can make cable now. Okay. I'll make 60 cable. And then after screws, I wanna fix the copper lines and automate cables. And then after cables is probably going to be reinforced plates. We're almost to solid biofuel, which solid biofuel will give us a little bit more room. Not a ton, but a little bit. Okay. Okay, I can use these rocks to get up. All right. I'm gonna run a few cables. Just through here. Periodically. Because they are gonna serve as a connector to the rest of the grid because they have to. Like they're gonna bridge the gap. Like my entire operation over here hinges on this one pole right now. It's incredible responsibility. Down to that one pole. But we do have power over here. Yeah, we're connected to the grid. The limestone factory over there is churning again. And then these two diggers are going to make screws eventually. I gotta plug all this shit in and turn it on, which is easier said than done in a in a lot of cases. Okay. So how many spots? Yes, I have 2, and we're connected to that pole. So I'm gonna. All right, so this only has one thing attached to it. So let's use all the power given to us. Okay, so that is fine. Alright, so mining operation has started. That ore is being sent. So these machines should start to click on as I turn them on. good. Place a pole on that side. It's gonna power this. Gonna power this. We need another pole on this side, I think. Place it here. This manifold's gonna take a little bit to spool up, I think. But I'm gonna sit here for a bit and make sure it spools. Okay, so those are receiving ore. Alright, so the manifold is spooling up. Once these two fill up, these should be on consistently. It's probably going to take a bit for these to spool up. But if I stand... I need to get on top of a machine. I have mostly green lights. Yeah? Getting on top of this mining machine is probably my best. Yeah, it's green. Okay, good. So I've stabilized rods. Is the produce going where I want it to? Did I do my logistics correctly? Yes. Yes, it's all merging over here. Excellent, wonderful. Okay, so we've got stable rod production. I'm gonna save here. Stable rods. That could be an innuendo. Okay. So rod production is done. Wires I'm not worried about, because wires have been churning for a while. We have enough wire. We'll have enough wire for the tier level. Like we can cash in on that, you know, whenever. In theory. What I need to do now is I need to make screws. And screws are a big pain. They just are. Buildable's already built here. What? What do you mean build? What do you mean buildable's already built here? Don't give me that. Okay. So screws. Hate them. All right. Let's think about the end of the chain here. So how many screws per minute can a constructor make? It's some weird number, isn't it? It's 40. And it needs 10 rods. How many rods per minute can a different constructor make? So this needs 10 rods per minute if I'm going to make screws. So this is going to be a two-phase construction. This makes 15. So I should do them on multiples of 2. So if we're working with 60, ore, then it's going to be 1 mining machine to 4 smelters, and then each smelter to one mining machine per smelter. Okay. So 2 smelters makes... Okay. So 2 smelters makes 15 rods. You know what? Let's make as many rods as we possibly can, and then we'll stabilize it later. That's a good way to tackle this. Just brute force as many rods as we can. So each one of these mining machines are going to make us 60 ingots. Per 60 ingots, I can make per 60 ingots, I can make double the amount of rods. I can make 120 rods per 60 ingots. So let's make 120 rods. 120 rods would make This times 12, 4 times 12, 360 screws per. That's a lot. But let's brute force rods, shall we? And I can always scale it down. But let's make as many rods as we comfortably can. So I'm going to be doing a rod assembly again. I'm going to merge these into two. Is our belt throughput? Is our belt throughput 60? Yeah, it's only 60. Okay. So I should break this into two operations then. Two operations. And then put them each in screws. Yeah. I should make screws twice. So I should do what I did over there on both machines then. Yep. Yep. That's gonna be the way. So per 60, I'm gonna make how many rods? Per 60, because that's 1-to-1. So per 60, I need 4 rod machines. Okay, so I'm just gonna duplicate the assembly I did over there. So it's gonna be 1 mining machine to 2 smelters to 4 constructors, and then again. So 1 mining machine to 2 smelters to 4 constructors. Yep. So let's do that. I should be able to do it more quickly now. So let's start on this side then. Yeah, let's start on this side then. Let's give ourselves the foundations to make this work. So 1 mining machine to 2 smelters, easy shit. Let's go. So I want to lift that up 1 level. I could sky merge it to save. Yeah, I'll sky split it to save space. I just need to be careful when placing my. I just need to be careful when placing my lifts, but I could totally sky split it. All right, so 2 smelters. So smelter there with inputs. I'll put it right there. And then I want to line it up, make plenty of space. That's lopsided, but it'll work. And then I want to split this. Yeah. Or wait, no. Sky splitting it doesn't make sense. Not in this scenario. What I'll do is I'll split this on the ground. It's not going to make a difference space-wise. As long as I can get belts comfortably into each one. Will the belts fit? Yes. Okay, so I've got my 2 smelters fed. Good. So now I need to merge this line again with 4 constructors. So merging this line with 4 constructors. Am I out of fuel again? Yeah, I'm out of fuel again. Okay. Yeah, definitely out of fuel again. I should have gathered fuel first. Oh well. I wonder if I should like brute force these screws and just craft them. That might be the answer, just to get to the next thing. Just brute force these screws and craft them. Because once I get the chainsaw, this is going to be so much easier. I want about 500 fiber. And then I think Yeah. Just gotta keep gathering. Just gotta keep gathering. Wood is a much better source of biomass. So any sticks I can gather are welcomed. Deforestation will save us. Okay, gather that. Gather the berries. Almost. I'm almost satisfied with the fiber I've got. I hear either a mercersphere or a slug around here. Ooh, quartz. I'll mine that deposit. I might as well. Sulfur, right? Sulfur is handy.
Chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell.
Back to the hub.
It is fortunate
this should be enough fuel for a bit.
Such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Yeah, this will be enough fuel for a bit. I wonder if I should brute force these screws. Yeah, that might be way to do it. Although I should just rip the band-aid off and make a screw plant. That's the more difficult but more sensible way to do it. Because I mean, I could just go to the bench and press spacebar to make these, but like, there's no actual benefit in that. It doesn't help the process in any way. Oh yeah. I can make a bunch of biomass. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna fabricate some biomass. I'll top up all the burners. I think I'm gonna need to spin up another burner. And then once these are stable, I'm gonna move power production entirely, and I'll put it somewhere else. Because once I unlock solid biomass, I want to make a manifold to sort and power everything. Because once you make a power manifold, managing power gets a lot easier. So top you. Top you. Top you. Yep, one of them ran out of fuel. She lives again. Oh yeah, we're pushing it. We're pushing it for power production. I need another burner. So let's do that now. I need where can I tuck this? Here. Top this off. Connect to the grid. Okay. Got it. Okay, so our power problem is addressed for a bit. I've got about a half an hour probably before I need to feed it again. Although I wonder, when I turn all these new machines on, the ones that I'm building down here, I wonder if that'll still be the case. I need a ramp. Swallow my pride, make a ramp. It's not going to disrupt anything being over here. Are these at 100%? 33. Why are these at 33? Why are they idle? Unless these have not fully spun up yet. Set 35. They haven't filled yet. That's why. They have to fill entirely. Yeah, they haven't filled yet. Okay. So we're going to configure these for iron. Oh, I thought that was a hog for a second. Okay, so these two, as I said, will go to 4 constructors. 4 constructors will make rods. And we'll do that again. So actually what I'll do is I'll put the constructors facing in to save space. Yeah, I can put the constructors facing in to save space. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Because I can do it that way, and then I can just merge both on each side. That's a much better space saving measure, actually. And then I can split and split. So splitter here and splitter there. So input is coming from this direction, yeah? So this goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. So split and split. And then the product comes out and gets merged in the middle. That's a much more efficient. That's a much more efficient line. Okay, so I need to split. Did I put this one in backwards? I did. This one's right, this one is not. So I need another smelter. Yeah, products goes in. Yep. That's the way. I'm glad I figured that out before I turned anything on. Okay, logistics, splitter. So if product is coming from there, we want to line that up twice. Perfect. Or no, 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 no. I'm not splitting. I'm merging. Yeah, I'm merging outputs. So I'm doing this wrong. So I need to merge outputs. So product is coming from there. Well, it can come from wherever it needs to come from. And then I'm shipping it in this. What matters is that I'm pushing it in this direction. That's what matters. This is wrong. Because that's going to go out. And then this is going to make rods. So each rod takes 15. So each of these can break into two rod constructors. So we need 2 rod constructors on each side. So ingots are going to go into here. And then 2 and 2. So we need 2 rod constructors on each side with produce going to the middle. Okay. So another constructor. And I'm missing iron plates. I will get that. I will go get iron plates. After screws comes the automation of iron plates. I think once I get screws cranking, I'll probably call that a stream. Probably. I don't have a lot of time to stream today. But I'll get screws pumping. And that'll help. What am I missing for reinforced plates? Oh, we're missing screws. It's always the screws. Once I automate screws, things will be a lot better. I'll make 8. I'll make 8 iron plates. And what am I missing for it now? Oh, I don't have... Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing making plates? I have plate production done. It's right here. I should just grab a bunch. I spent all of this time on plate production. I have it perfectly balanced. Oh, you know why? Because it's all these foundations I've been building have eaten up my plates. That's what it is. I want 12. Okay, I have the supplies with which to build 12. Very resource intensive. Yep. Yep. And how are we doing on fuel? Okay. We are doing okay on fuel. Okay, these rods are cranking. Okay, and these are at 100. These are at 100 now. So the production, so all the machines are full, and it's all equalized. They're all at 100. Yeah, they're all balanced. Excellent, excellent. The mathed out. Okay. So what was I doing? Okay, yeah, I've got the ingots. Okay. So the smelters are going in there. What are we making? We're making rods. This is a smelter. This does not help me. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, it does. Okay. So there's our smelters. They're going to be max because they each take 30. The mining machine makes 60. So this is going to go down into 4 constructors. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I see what I did. So the produce, I call it produce even though it's not a vegetable. So the products are going to end up in the middle, and I'm going to merge it into a bin. Or merge it onto a line later, right? Okay. So I want these to line up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are all gonna merge. This tree is gonna be in the way, but I can't do anything about it until we have access to chainsaws. But so these are 4. Okay, so 4 each. So that's gonna make 60. That's gonna max out our belts. How many screws can we make with 60 rods? I have a feeling we're gonna have to underclock for a bit. But how many screws can we make with 60 rods? We can make 240. So actually, I'm gonna have to scale this down because 60 is our maximum. So what I'll do is I will turn one of these off, or I'll turn a bunch of these off, and then I'll scale it up later. Because we max out at 40 screws. 40 is the most we can do. 40 is the most we can do, and we need 10 rods for 40. So we actually only need one. We need one machine cranking. So what I'll do is this assembly will still work. We don't have clocking, but we only need one smelter and one constructor. Or no, what we can have 2 constructors and 2 smelters going. So I'll leave. So this is and then this is gonna be set to off. This is gonna be set to off. These will fill up, do nothing, and then these will be on. And we'll be like slightly underproducing screws. Yeah. Yeah, because these will be on. And then what I'll end up doing is, what I'll do for now is I'll merge this into one constructor. Yeah. I'll merge this into one constructor, and it's gonna have to be here, unfortunately, because I can't deal with that tree right now. It's gonna have to be here. And then constructor goes into bin at the end, but at least we'll have screw production up. And then what I'll do is we want to merge these. Yeah. I mean, I should hook up the belts for all of them. Yeah, I should hook up the belts for all of them. Because this is a merger, and then split there, yeah. So I'll hook up the belts for all of these, assuming that they'll be turned on, but I'll only partially power this. So I need a splitter here. How am I missing cable? Come on now. Can I build a bench? Can I just build a bench out here and fabricate some table? Would you do me a kindness? Would you do me a kindness? I can. Okay. I'm not gonna run all the way out to the hub to do that. I'll make 60 more. Okay. 61. I was trying to make splitters. Damn it. Yeah, okay. So that'll split there. Those will merge there. Merge. Split. Split. And then we need to merge these here. Yeah, I'll merge these here and send them there. Not elegant at all. It's gonna clip, but I don't care. It's gonna work. It's gonna function. And then we repeat the process. Yeah, I repeat the process with another merger here. Is this offset? Yeah, I think it is. I don't care if it clips. Oh, I put it in backwards. I need the product going up the middle. All right, ain't pretty, but it'll work. Yeah, these can remain on. These can remain on because those will do the throughput. These will be configured but off. Yeah, these will be configured but off. And then what? And then once those fill up. I'll be overfeeding this machine, but it's fine. And then this one's gonna make screws. Yeah. So we could do 10 rods. And how many rods are we making? We're making 30. We're making 60. We're making 60 rods. So we can have 2 constructors then. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to stop at 1. We can have 2 actually. It's just in a shitty spot. So let's make 2 constructors then. Let's do this here. And let's do this here. Because these are all merged. And then we can split this line and split this line. Yeah, that can come in there. Then that can go there. And then all of that goes in there. It'll split to there and there. Yeah, this will work. This will work. And then I just need one more level of foundation. And then I can merge into a tidy little box. Or do I? No, I don't even think I need. Nope. Nope, I don't. I can just put 2 mergers right here pointing the same direction with the output. Or no, I can face the output here towards me. And then that solves that problem. So I'll have a double screw output with a container at the end of the chain. And I'll just have that churn screws forever. All right, now I gotta plug all this shit in. All right. So let's start with the mining operation. Yeah, I can really only. I mean, I could duplicate this, but I can based on the logistics I have access to, I can really only comfortably do 1 set of screws in this area. So I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna keep it simple. Start there. Did that one not place correctly? Okay, so they're all on. This is not connected. Okay, smelters are going. How's my power looking? Ooh, I'm probably... Once these machines kick on, I'm probably going to max power again. I'm close. I'm close. We'll see. We'll see if the fuse busts when this kicks on. Oh yeah, I don't want these two to be on. That's right. Did that on purpose. Oh! The ingots aren't reaching this side. Because I didn't hook up the belt. Because I'm an idiot. That's why. It's like, why was it only producing on one side? Alright, so this machine's gonna kick on. How am I on power stability? I'm right up there. I'm right up there. Right up there. Okay. Okay. Oh, these aren't plugged in. Dude, I'm gonna blow a fuse. I'm gonna blow a fuse hard, aren't I? Yep. I already know. I already know. I already know. I need another burner. I need another burner. So I need to add another burner to my my power cluster. And I need fuel. So I want to get like 200 worth of fuel. I'm going to gather. And then once I stabilize the power and I get screws churning, I'll call it a stream. But I definitely need another burner. It was definitely a yep, it was current issue, not a fuel issue. Though I will need to spin up another generator, so I want like another 500 or so fuel. Are you gatherable wood? Yes. Yes. The game is odd about how you gather wood. If we had mycelia, that would be nice if I had some mycelia. I want to get about 400 worth of biomass. And then I'll go back to the hub and power it. I need to get up to solid biomass, like badly. But automating screws is a huge step. Oh yeah, all these are almost out of fuel. Damn. I'm gonna need a lot more. It's gonna be easier once we get chainsaws. Yeah, I want about 5 or probably 600 worth of biofuel. It'll be easier once I get the chainsaw and I can chop trees and then convert to solid biofuel. That's a massive increase in running time for the generators. I won't have to fuel it as much. Okay. Okay. Gonna go back to it. Gonna make some biomass. As much as I can. Okay, yes. We'll be in a pretty good spot biomass wise. Once I get all this crafted. Because I definitely need another generator. I absolutely do. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's almost 5 full stacks of fuel. And then sort this to merge the stacks. I need more fuel. More than this. And I need another burner. So what I'll do is I'll install another power pole. Spin up another burner. Hook it up. And I need 200 more fuel. This is the tedious part of the early game, but my new screw factory is not going to run unless I fuel and spin up that last burner. So you got to put in the work, and you got to do the thing. You got to make the biomass. You got to hunter gather for a bit. So you put in the time to get a little further, and then a little further. And that's how this game is. It's like incremental increases, incremental improvements. I am by no means a good satisfactory player, but I have played a lot. This is the only thing. I'm experienced, but not skilled, I think would be a stretch, but I'm experienced. I've been to like the mid to late game before. All right, so about 500 roughage should be enough. And then I'll make more biomass, and then I'll turn it on. If I can get a 200 stack out of this, which I will, and then some, I'll be happy. Alright, 330. Alright, so what I'm going to do, since I don't need the excess, is I'm going to put... I want to split the stack. Yeah. Split the stack, but the game was way ahead of me. And it's this one round back, right? Yeah. Okay. That gives us That gives us some more headroom. Not a ton, but that gives us some more headroom. We did it. Now I'm gonna head over, check on it, just make sure that it's functioning as designed. You know what? I'll send everything up on the pod, and then I'll call it a stream. Okay, so screws are going into that. They're going into that. Excellent. We're doing what? Oh wait, I'm not feeding this. Okay, so this one's feeding rods. Oh, I'm not feeding this one. Okay, now I am. And now we're doing 80 screws a minute. 80 screws a minute. So about 5 minutes, we'll have our 300 screws. So then I should turn in the other products at the hub if I haven't already. How are we doing on our power? Okay. Okay. Not great. Not great. But that's the way it is. Okay. Why is this reactor yellow? It shouldn't be. Oh, yellow indicates that it's firing. Okay. That it's active. Okay. So we need plates. So we've got the plates. I'll head into the forest, I'll get the wire, and then I'll gather fuel. And then wait for screws. Because the copper mining operation is other side of these power lines, deeper into the forest. I can't wait till I have other ways to get around. That's gonna be fun. And I should pick up fuel as I pass it. Gather any potential biomass in my travels. Because I need a lot now. I'll need less once I can craft and automate the crafting of solid fuel biomass. Okay, it's one stack. Okay, excellent. So I have the wire. You know what? I'm gonna grab another stack of wire too, because we've got a ton of it. I should next stream. I want to automate cables, and I think one of the next tiers will even call for that. But next stream, I want to automate cables. I want to streamline power and automate cables. But my goal for this stream was to get a screw factory going on foundations, and I did. So I'm happy about that. Good progress. And we're already creating a purple haze in the sky of massage. I think this planet is called, right? But I'll turn in the other products. I'll probably build my power production somewhere else entirely. I'll probably spin up like 4 or 5 other burners. Okay, yeah, and then I just need 300 screws. Then what does this get at? This gets us field research. This gets us a MAM. This gets us a MAM. Okay, yeah, and this is the last one. And then the next one is... Next one I should go for is obstacle clearing. obstacle clearing is probably the best if I want to alleviate the fuel needs. Yeah, obstacle clearing, and then some of these I could probably just clear like now. Like some of these I could probably, rods, concrete. You know what? I'm gonna clear a bunch of these now. But I want my I wanna send my screws up, and then what I'll do when the pod is launched is I'll gather more fuel. Because obstacle clearing gets us solid biomass. So fill that stack of plates. And then obstacle clearing will allow me to clear out some of these trees that have been in my way. Why is that machine yellow? Oh yeah, because I paused it. Yeah, we got our screws, baby. Hell yeah. Okay. Now we send the pod up, and then I'll gather fuel, and then I want to clear. I'm going to extend the stream a little bit because I want to get obstacle clearing. Starting my next session with obstacle clearing would be a game changer because then that gives access to solid biofuel, which doesn't solve the power problem, but it makes dealing with it easier. So 300 screws, send that up. And we can start field research right now, which is
Milestone
good.
reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources
I'm gonna
to
build the
research
MAM.
and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for
Hell
maximizing
yeah.
pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars. Construct, automate.
Give me
and
alien
scale
protein.
these
Alien
things.
protein is also
To
very
advance
good
Fixit's
for
mission,
power.
all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Like I can do this one.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
How do I not have 5 barrel nuts? I've been gathering them like mad. Oh, is it because they were in my hands? Yeah.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner.
And I definitely do.
Further
Okay.
research is available.
I definitely do have power slugs in the case. So if that gets us clocking, yeah, I'll take the power slugs. I'm just gonna cook through some of these research tiers.
This semi-slug, now dubbed power slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy.
All right, so I need to
storage
make one
capacity,
power
giving it
shard.
its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell.
Getting
over their
clocking
lifetime.
helps a lot.
This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location. Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note: Power consumption.
Oh yeah,
of
we can
overflowing
clock now.
buildings increases exponentially.
Yes. It's great. Okay, and the pod is back. So let's get obstacle clearing. It's pretty easy. I can do that. I can make 100 cables for sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna make 100 cables because if I unlock obstacle clearing now, it'll be so good for next session. Because part of my power problem is I'm burning inefficient biomass. If I could make solid fuel biomass, my burners would run longer. The output would not be greater, but it would run longer. There's an efficiency game there. So there's that, and then I need 500 screws, which we might have. I'll have to go to the end of my screw production line and check. Oh, and I also need limestone. Or I will, because I just handed in a bunch. $319, $379. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for 500 screws. I'll gather biomass. Whilst we wait. Or I could do a couple more research projects in the MAM. I'm pretty sure I have like quartz and like hog remains and stuff I can turn in there. But once I get obstacle clearing, I gotta call it a stream. I wanted to get over one major hurdle, but I'm not gonna call it a stream until I can chop down some trees. That's gonna be the rule. Oh yeah, I placed the MAM here. Quartz.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration
Blade
technologies.
Runners.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted.
Okay.
Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for. Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
Okay, I have, for now,
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the
exhausted
fluffy-tailed
the
hog.
stuff that I've been
It
hoarding.
has many characteristics that
So
were
I'm
likely
caught up on the
classified among
research.
The Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional
Object
research
scanner
may
would be
reveal
rad
options
to
for
have,
improving
actually.
pioneer safety
I'm
during
gonna make some
exploration.
plates. For the object scanner. I have not automated reinforced plates. I'll hold 12. No, 15. I'll hold 15. But the object scanner is going to change the game. Having the hand scanner is going to change the game. Do I have enough space to place that in my hand? I do. I want those in my hands. I want the barrel nuts in my hands. Xenozapper as well. Okay. I can only scan for nuts and berries, but I'll be able to go hard drive hunting. Once we get up the tree a little bit more, yeah, I think... Nutritional processor. One of these unlocks hard drive scanning, and I don't know what. I mean, we could go hard drive hunting without it, to be honest. I could just start looking for wrecks. Because once I have the power issue partially solved, I can just kind of go exploring while my stuff churns. And that's going to happen once I have the space elevator up and I want to feed stuff into the space elevator. When I'm waiting for stuff to churn into the space elevator is when a lot of the exploration is going to happen. But right now, I'm trying to meet basic needs. That's the idea here. And I think maybe we'll have 500 screws. I think maybe. Just top up on limestone or on concrete whenever I can. All right, 500 screws. Barely. I'll send the pot up. I'll chop down some trees. And then we'll end the stream. It's going to be very satisfying to chop down trees. Obstacle clearing changes the early game massively.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and
Chainsaw.
coral
I need
foliage.
screws and cables.
Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated
Well, I
to
can
increase
I can
inventory
craft the
size.
cables.
Inspirational note.
And I can craft
Are
the
you
screws.
Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun, fun, fun.
I'll craft like, I don't know, 100? 100 screws? And then I want to craft some biofuel as well. Yep, that should be enough. We have graduated up from biomass, folks. And we are on to solid biofuel. The next stream is gonna start with automating that process and streamlining power. I'll make about 30 biofuel. I'll chop down some trees. Actually, no. I'm gonna be patient and I'm gonna convert all the biomass on me into biofuel. It makes sense. Okay. Should be fine. I'm going to replace the hand scanner with the chainsaw once I make it. Alright, chainsaw time. Oh, I need 160. That's a lot of screws, man. I need 160 total screws? Damn. Okay. Alright. And the pot is back. Okay. I now have a chainsaw. You replace my barrel nuts. Yeah, you replaced my barrel nuts. Weird. Or no, it didn't. Yeah! I'm gonna take a picture of this. Hold on. What is it? And then I want to decouple the camera. Can I make the Pioneer do poses with the chainsaw? Oh no! Okay. This'll do. This'll do. I got it. I got it. Let's get artsy. Let's get artsy. Let's change the aperture. I like that. And then let's saturate. Let's move it slightly. This is good. This is thumbnail, baby. This is thumbnail. Take that screenshot. That's going to be the thumbnail for the next stream. Awesome. Now let's chop some trees. Oh, so satisfying. So much faster than manually gathering. And I can put biofuel in all my burners. Oh, yes. We're gonna deforest all this shit. Yeah, what I'm gonna have to do is, I think next stream I'm gonna automate cables, and I need to automate the power. So 4 per minute versus 10 per minute. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Yeah. So my next stream is gonna be 2 things. Wait, let's see. Before I go, let's select the next milestone. So I have like a project and then a milestone. So that's done. Can we do parts assembly? We could probably knock out parts assembly right now. Probably. Fix it shop. This would be awesome to get the customizer. You know what? I want to do this one. I want to do this one real quick because I can. So that's. Oh wait, no. 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 I actually can't do that because. Oh yeah, I can. I thought it was rotors. It's wire. I just need some more wire. I love the awesome shop. I just need some more wire, and then I swear this is it. I need to get off this stream. This is the problem with this game. It eats so much of your time because it's so satisfying and so much fun to build. I think I'm gonna make this a regular thing on weekend days, on Saturday and Sunday mornings. I'm gonna stream this because it's fun for no other reason than I'm having fun. I'm relaxing. It's very good. And the couple of you that have hung out in chat, Matthew, thank you. I appreciate you, bud. If you're still lurking. But yeah, this has been great to stream this. And then once I streamline solid biofuel, then we'll just about be ready for coal. Is that Jasper? Jasper! Oh, it brought me, wow, electromagnetic control rod. That's like endgame item. Thank you, Jasper. Oh yeah, I need to streamline copper. Oh fuck yeah, I'll take two stacks. 2 stacks of this. Yeah, so I need to streamline power, streamline copper. Where are... Forgot how to bring up notes. Oh. Oh yeah, I have a ma'am now. I forgot how to bring up notes in this game. But there is a way to do notes that I don't remember. I might write it down elsewhere, but am I out of biofuel? I am. Oh, because I dumped it all into that machine. That's why. I'm an idiot. Can I make a bench quickly out here? And then craft a bunch of biofuel? Yes, I can. I'm gonna make a ton. I'm gonna make a rule. I need to have 40 biofuel on me at all times. 40. Because if I don't, I get into situations like this where my machines are out of fuel and my chainsaw doesn't work. Because then I can always chop. So good, so efficient. Deforestation. We are not carbon neutral. Fix-It is not carbon neutral, however, it does not waste. Fix-It does not waste. Oh, so good. I'm gonna craft like just enough biofuel to get stuff going, and then load the machines, and then call it. So I gotta turn this in.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets.
Okay, so
bonus
now I
program,
need to
also known
automate
as
cables.
Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In
And then
appreciation
parts,
of this,
yeah,
we have
automating
generously
cables.
set up an internal
Automating
credit
cables
with
is
exclusive
the
rewards and currency.
best
Directing
thing to
parts
do
of
next.
varying quantity and
So
complexity
streamline
into the
power,
awesome
automate
resource
cables,
sinks will
fix the
grant
copper
Fixit
lines.
coupons.
That's what I need to do.
These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls,
So I'm going to craft a whole ton of fuel, load up the machines.
Next time you have additional
What's up, the
resources,
only
just
Gary?
remember to go that extra kilometer.
Open the
You're
inventory,
awesome.
then click the right side. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, this little vignette right here. Thank you. I just wanted to make notes. So I need to fix copper lines. Can't type. Fix copper lines. And then I want to make cable production. Automate solid biomass, solid biofuel. That's what I'm doing for next time. Oh no, it didn't save. Oh, okay, of course, because I didn't keep it up. I closed it. Okay. Automate. Biofuel. I want to make cable production. Fix copper. And fixing copper and making cable production will be kind of the same thing. Okay, so awesome. I've got notes. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you. I'm gonna craft as much biofuel as I can right now, fill my machines, and then call it a stream. This should be plenty. I'll put like 100 in each. That's 25 minutes worth of power. Yeah, I'll put like 100 in each. Actually, no, it's gonna be more like 20 in each. For now. Just because I don't want to end the stream just by cranking on this, but I'll craft 100 and then I'll put even stacks into each machine. I definitely need to rethink power and automate this process. That's going to be goal number 1 of the next session. Absolutely goal number 1 of the next session. So if I were to do this, split. So give this 26. Yes, that's 4 per minute. Give that 26. Give that 26. Give that 26. They're doing most of the lifting. I'll give this 200. That 200. Crank it up again. Okay. So now at least everything is functional. What I'll have to do is I'm going to have to move the power array probably over here. I'll probably move it over here. And I'll probably... because I need a decent amount of space to automate the production of biofuel. But oh, the pod is down again. Can I turn in parts assembly? I think I can. You know what? Let's knock out parts assembly. And then we'll do... I think I can. Although I don't really need to. Nope, I have to end the stream. If I don't end the stream now, I'll never end it. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Gary, for being in chat. And I'll see everybody next time. Bye.